Himalayas mountains at the Himalayas are young and structurally fold mountains, and they are stretched over the northern borders of India. At these mountain ranges run in a west-east direction from the Indus to the Brahmaputra. At the Himalayas represent the loftiest and one of the most rugged mountains barrier of the world. And they form an arc which covers a distance of about 2400 km. At the width varies from 400 km in Kashmir to 150 km in Arunachal Pradesh. And the Himalaya consists to three parallel ranges in its longitudinal extent. And a number of valleys lie between these ranges. At the northernmost ranges is known as the Great or Inner Himalayas or the Himadri. And it is the most continuous range consisting of the loftiest peaks with an average height of 6,000 meters. It contains a prominent Himalayas peaks. And the folds of the Great Himalayas are asymmetrical in nature. At the core of this part of Himalayas is composed of granite ground, and a number of glaciers descend from this range. At the range lying to the south of the Himadri forms the most rugged mountain system and is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalaya. And the ranges are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. At the altitude varies between 3,700 and 4,500 meters and the average width is of 50 km. At the Pir Panjal range forms the longest and the most important range. The Dhaula Dhr and the Mahabharat ranges are also prominent ones. At this range consists of the famous valley of Kashmir, the Kangra and Kullu Valley in Himachal Pradesh. At this region is well known for its hill stations. At the outermost range of the Himalayas is called the Shivaliks. And they extend over a width of 1050 km and have an altitude varying between 900 and 1100 meters. And these ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments brought down by rivers from the main Himalayan ranges located farther north. These valleys are covered with thick gravel and alluvium. At the longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalaya and the Shivaliks are known as Duns. At Dehradun, Kotli Dun and Patli Dun are some of the well-known duns. At the Himalayas have been divided on the basis of regions from west to east. And these divisions have been demarcated by river valleys. For example, the part of Himalayas lying between Indus and Satluj has been traditionally known as Punjab Himalaya, but it is also known regionally as Kashmir and Himachal Himalaya from west to east respectively. At the part of the Himalayas lying between Satluj and Kali rivers is known as Kuman Himalayas. At the Kali and Teesta rivers demarcate the Nepal Himalayas, and the part lying between Teesta and Dihang rivers is known as Assam Himalayas. At the Brahmaputra marks the easternmost boundary of the Himalayas. At beyond the Dihang Gorge, the Himalayas bend sharply to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of India, eastern hills and mountains. At these are known as the Purvachal or the eastern hills and mountains. At these hills they are known as the Purvachal or the eastern hills and mountains. At these hills running through the northeastern states are mostly composed of strong sandstones, which are sedimentary rocks. And covered with dense forests, they mostly run as parallel ranges and valleys. At the Purvachal comprises the Patkai Hills, the Naga Hills, the Manipur Hills and the Mizo Hills.